Surrounded by frigid waters, towering high above sea level, icebergs are one of the best places to build your base as a solo in Rust. So this wipe, that's exactly what I did. And it didn't take long for the clans to notice my frozen empire, and want it for themselves. What they didn't know was that I was waiting for this moment the whole time. I don't know how many, but there's gotta be at least 8 of these guys. Oh my god, they're going in so fast. We need to lock in. Here we go. One dead. Another one. Dead. Dead. Oh my god. They're all dead. If you want to see exactly how this wipe unfolded, follow me to the beach where every Rust story begins. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Rust video. Today we are playing 1000 Pop Wipe Day again. The server literally just wiped. We have no time to lose. Let's get it, boys. By the way, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for the recent support. It means so much to me. We're gonna keep popping out these solo bangers. Last video got 1000 likes. If we could hit 1000 likes again, that would be insane. I already know where I want to build. There's an iceberg top left. That is going to be the base location for the wipe. Hopefully we'll get some good action, good farming, and a massive raid defense at the end. Honestly, this is my first time playing since they added the new fog and basically all the new lighting and weather effects. I'm not a huge fan of the fog and the snow, but I do think it looks pretty. I guess we'll just have to see how it affects the gameplay. Alright, this is just a quick reminder that most of you guys watching are not subscribed to the channel, and if you would take the time to like, comment, subscribe, I would appreciate it so much you don't even know. Before we get back to the video though, I am giving away 2 sacrificial face mask skins worth $30 each over on the Discord, which you can find the link to in the video description, so trust me, you don't want to miss out. Alright, back to the video. Alright, I wish I found a little more cloth before we're getting into the snow, but it'll be alright. We'll make it do with what we got. Oh, there's cloth over here, let's go. 10 more cloth and we have a bow. Let's go! We're set, boys. Alright, we're gonna run up on this mining outpost. It's probably looted already, but it's definitely worth checking out. Let's get some stone for arrows. It'll be enough for now. Let's see, are we the first ones here? Doesn't look like it, but there is a motorcycle again! I don't have any low grade. I hear low grade though. I hear it. I hear a bear. Over here. We're gonna get this dub. Polar bear. Oh shit, I can't build here. Can I build here? I can. Let's try it. Let's go! We gotta hurry up and get this before a train comes, because if I get ran over, I'm gonna crash out. Alright, I hope that bike is still there. Please, game. Give this one to me. Yes! Alright, he can live. We're getting the hell out of here. Alright, we're good. I feel like I'm getting deja vu. Like, this wipe feels like everything is happening, like, almost identical to the last wipe so far. I'm gonna stop and get these barrels. Alright, we need to go left by this hill. Watch these rocks. There's a dude fighting a polar bear over there. I don't really want any part of that. Whoa! Airtime. I know the fog makes it harder to see in the snow, but like I really like how it looks just for like an in-game like ambience. Let's get this node. So far, we're off to a really good start. We're getting our wood and stone already. We're almost at the iceberg. We just need to get a little bit more and then we can swim across. Alright boys, it is time to get to the iceberg. Look at that island though. Would I be crazy if I built there? Alright, I'm not gonna do it because I'm locked in on the iceberg way, but that is a crazy spot to build. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually gonna check on the iceberg behind it and just see if that's a good place to build. The reason I want to live here is because I think I can build almost all the way out to that island and then use the ice sheets to get to the iceberg. That way I don't have to swim back and forth every single time I want to get to base. Let's put that to the test. Alright, we can't quite build all the way across. This isn't going to be hard to bridge though, like once we get the resources, but I think this is going to be way easier than building on one of these other icebergs, like to my left or right. Oh man, we're dying from the cold so fast. Alright, let's sit by the campfire and warm up for a bit, and then we'll keep going. This is so nice being able to walk out here without swimming. We're gonna build our kingdom on top of this ice. Oh wait. No, this is way too small. I overestimated the size of this thing by a lot. Yeah, we can't build here, boys. We're gonna have to go check out that other one off in the distance. That sucks, but maybe it's for the best. Oh my god, we're dying so fast. Let's get this campfire down ASAP. We do not have enough for a TC. We're just gonna have to start building without it and go back to the mainland to get one, because building that land bridge to that island really drained our resources. Alright, this is more like it. This is way bigger. Let's start building right over here. Alright, home sweet home. Let's go back to the shore and get some resources so we can finish the starter. Alright guys, this swim is going to be brutal, but it's what I gotta do if I want to commit to the video. My god, I'm 17 HP. Yeah, this is going to be rough. Like, I almost died doing that, but this is the meta if you're playing solo and you want to survive. Gotta build on an iceberg, guys. It's just what you gotta do. Alright guys, let's go get some more resources. Wait, I just heard somebody. Yeah, I am not fighting this. Oh no, this is bad. I can't lose all this farm.
Hey, my teammate's up there, bro.
This guy's gonna chase me for eternity, bro. If I run for long enough, I should be alright. My god, he's still behind me. Alright, we're far enough away. I think if we wrap around this mountain, we'll lose him. Alright, we're going up. I think we lost him. I mean, if that guy finds me on top of this hill, I think we're cooked. Let's be honest. Alright, we have enough resources, but we need to find a bear so we can heal up. Yes! Okay. There's our bear. Now we're cooking with fire. We just gotta get back to the iceberg and build the rest of the base and we'll be cooking. Alright guys, we farmed even more resources on the way here. As you can see, we are mega loaded. Let's swim across. Alright, let's get uncold. Imagine we have a little watchtower on this one too. That would be pretty insane, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, we didn't have a TC, so I hope no one griefed my base. I mean, if they did, that would be crazy bad luck. But I think we're good. Alright, bunker's done. We're gonna do a temporary jump up here. Nice, let's go! So far, I had gotten extremely lucky, managing to get the base down all the way across the map from Spawn Beach without so much as a hiccup. If I wanted to keep progressing faster than the other clans though, I would have to keep farming at record speed, and there was no telling when the opposition would strike. Alright, as soon as we dry up, we're gonna farm all these nodes, some wood, and hopefully get another bear so we can make a furnace. If we can get all this farming out of the way early, we'll be in a really good place. Alright guys, I was gonna go look for a bear, but as you can see, we got a pretty good decent haul of stuff, so we're gonna go swim back to the Iceberg depot, come back, and then go look for our bear. Let's go! Alright, we got the furnace down. Let's let this metal cook so we can get some doors. And we'll be a little bit less exposed. Because right now, someone could come up here with a Molotov and raid my entire iceberg in like 30 seconds. Progress is a little bit slow because of how time consuming it is to swim out to the iceberg, but I think in the long run, it'll be well worth it. Alright, let's put this metal door on the front. And boom, we are a lot more difficult to raid. And we got the tier 1 down. We are on a roll. Alright guys, I decided to wait a little bit longer to craft a second door for the core because people are starting to take rig and all it takes is one guy with a spare C4 boating by my base to get curious and it's GG's. Now that all that base stuff is out of the way, we're gonna go farm comps at launch site and hopefully get enough to buy a boat and a diving set so that we can do the pump shotgun quest and then we can go to rig. I'm not seeing anyone, but that could change very quickly. No, there's someone in the airfield tower. Yeah, we're gonna have to farm the road. This early on in the way, it is crucial that we do not die, so I'm gonna try to avoid every fight possible. Oh my god, a diving tank. Let's go. We needed that so bad. I'm just gonna peek my head over the hill and see if anyone is trying to take over the quarry. We almost have enough for a boat, which is huge. Doesn't look like it. I mean, there's one TC on that side, but that's about it. Alright, maybe we come back later and we can grab someone trying to take it. After depoting that loot, I headed back towards launch site to see if I could keep farming for comps. Right now, I was making pretty good time, and the plan was to be at rig camping Moonpool within the hour. Oh my god, there's a boat right there. That's gonna save us so much scrap. I'm gonna take this back to base and then we can do the diving quest. Because we are way too loaded to actually farm for it right now. Let's get our diving kit. And let's activate our pump shotgun quest. Alright, let's get it, boys. Alright, we can go get our pump shotgun now. And let's go back to base. Alright guys, we made it back to base with the pump. Now we just gotta go farming for a bit while we wait for oil rig to respawn. Actually, let's get some boxes down because we are running out of space in here. Alright, that'll do for now. There's a guy farming right here. I mean, I'll take it. Free loot. Let's depot our loot and head to rig. Alright, we're good. Time to camp. Alright, someone's here. Let's see if they take Moonpool or if they go above. They're coming to Moonpool. P2, okay. The iron sights on this P2 are nuts. Like, I like that they removed the back sights, but there's like some leftover artifacts and it kind of looks trippy. Alright, someone is here with a rib. This could be really juicy. I don't think they're coming to Moonpool though. Ooh, shit. This is juicy. We're gonna sit up here because I don't think they're gonna come from Moonpool. I think they'll probably come from this door. They called heavies? I might drop down because I think it's more likely that people are going to come counter than for them to come down and fight me. Holy shit, bro, I didn't have my hands on the keyboard, I was taking a drink. I swear to God, guys, I was taking a drink. I know I need to lock in, this is nuts. Holy smokes. I don't know if they're gonna push, but I definitely need to hold up here again. I think they're thinking about coming down to me. If they're smart, they'll have one guy come up Moonpool and one guy come out this door.
Alright, bro, just nade us. Just fucking nade us. Just nade us.
Alright, they didn't even try to push me. I'm gonna wait a second just to make sure that they all left. Alright, I think that's it, gentlemen. We didn't get as many diving kits as I would have liked, but I cannot argue with getting a SAR and a P2. Especially this early in the wipe. Let's go back to base. Alright, made it to the Iceberg. As long as we're not getting camped, we should be good. Alright, we're in. Let's go. After that successful oil rig run, I finally had enough scrap to craft a tier 2, which meant we could finally craft meds. This opened up the door for me to run underground train tunnels, which as a solo is the #1 way to get scrap. You know what? I'll take it. A Tommy? Haven't used one of these all wipe. I'm kind of feeling it, boys. Alright, let's depot this tunnel loot and then expand the base a little bit. And then we can start getting electric furnaces down. Alrighty, let's get these electric furnaces down and then we can go farming for the rest of the base. Alright guys, it's working. Now we just need to fill this whole box with metal ore and we'll be set to build our Iceberg fortress. Alright guys, before we get back to farming, I decided I was going to build a boat base so we could store our motorboat, because I don't trust just leaving it at the Iceberg. I don't really have a base design for it, so we're just going to wing it. Here it goes. And then I think right here I can do the underwater part. Alright guys, I'm gonna move the boat in here and then we're gonna get to farming. I needed to farm a lot of metal to finish the Iceberg base, and this led into wipe. Everyone around me had guns. So far, I had gotten pretty lucky in my corner of the map and was able to farm peacefully, but luck like that doesn't last forever. Oh, there's a guy up here. Ooh, he's loaded. We gotta start being more careful. Everyone around us has guns. It's getting pretty late into wipe. We gotta keep our eyes peeled. There's two guys over there. I don't know if they saw me. Oh, yep, they definitely saw me. Oh my god, there's a guy to my right too by the wall. How did he not see me? I'm so lucky he didn't see me. Oh! Didn't see that guy coming either. There's another guy down there too, to my right. I'm completely surrounded by people right now. We needed that kit, nice. Alright boys, we need to get the hell out of here before we get overrun by the horde. Holy crap boys. Somehow we managed to dip right out from underneath their noses. That was insane. Alright guys, we're swimming across to the Iceberg now. We managed to get away that time, but the Arctic is a lot more active than it was earlier in the wipe, which is a good thing for PvP, but we still have a lot of farming to do if we want to finish the base. Alright guys, I decided to take the boat out to see if we could find some nodes somewhere else because our area was getting really heated. Wait a second, is that a hemp base? Oh my god, I need cloth so badly. If that's a hemp base, we might need to come back and raid it. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god, they have so much hemp in there. I gotta come back and raid this. Oh, the TC's holy shit. Alright, we're gonna get some satchels and we're gonna come back and raid this. Alright, I'm back. We have 8 satchels and a molly, even though their TC is open. Alright, let's do this. I ran. TC's mine. Clearing TC. Alright, we're gonna craft a metal door with what little metal they had because I don't trust that no one's gonna come over here with a molly and take all this from me. Alright, we're secure. This is all mine now. Alright boys, let's pick all this hemp and see how much we got. Oh my god, bro. 2.2k cloth. That is insane. That was so worth it, boys. Let's go. Let's pick up this battery, though. We might need it. Alright, I'm gone. That was beautiful. That was a heist, guys. That was a heist and a half. Alright, guys, let's debo this loot and get back to farming. At this point in the video, I decided to farm the ocean one more time to fill up on components and recycle for the rest of the cloth I'd need for the entire wipe. I was gone for well over an hour because the optimal recycler for me to use was a lighthouse located in the jungle. When I got back to base, I was in for a huge surprise. Alright, that should be more than enough cloth. Wait a second. Hold on. What? No way someone tried to raid me while I was gone. Holy crap, I was gone for over an hour, but I did not think someone was going to try to raid my base. Let's see if they got any loot. Don't think they got any loot. I actually think everywhere they hit led to nothing. That is insane. The most unlucky raiders in Rust. It would have been so loaded if they chose the correct door path. Alright boys, what this is telling me is that I need to lock in. Actually, just look at how much they missed. Like, that is nuts. Let's pick up their bags real quick. Gonna place a tier 3 down. We're gonna craft some AKs. I know crafting guns is cringe, but I need to be ready if someone tries to come raid my base again because I am not losing all this progress to something like that. Yeah, that is insane. I'm actually dumbfounded that that happened. I guess lucky me. Alright, I guess back to farming because finishing the base is #1 priority. Okay, I'm getting jumped. Alright, buddy. Sit down. Holy, these guys just tried to take me out while I was farming. That was scary. Let's see, are we loaded? Meds wise, yeah. Holy meds, bro. And they tried to come back with P2s. Sit down, boys, sit down. There's a guy. Get shit on. Tommy kit. He's loaded. 700 scrap? Holy. That was extremely worth. Holy fuck. Holy crap, bro. 700 scrap? His teammates after me. Oh shit. He's dead. Sarkit? I just profited so hard off those guys, it's not even funny. Alright, let's get back to base and finish building, because we are way behind. Honestly guys, I'm really excited to show you the new additions. I made some modifications since the last time, since I know a lot of you love my base design. And honestly, this new version is 10 times better. One of my builder friends helped me cook up some new peaks, and I cannot wait to use them in a raid defense. Let's see if we can do any of the externals. I think we can do this one. I'm almost positive. Do it like this. Let's go. We got one external, okay. Alright, let's see if we can do some weird, goofy. Yeah, that'll work. Alright guys, the base is basically complete. As you can see, we got some new peak downs. We got these cool peaks here. You got these ones over here. I still need to have embrasures and garage doors, but I mean, we got these new peaks as well. We didn't have these ones before. I'm pretty excited to see what this base can do. The next thing I did was set up wind turbines and turrets so that when a clan inevitably came to raid, I wouldn't be left defenseless. Alright, turrets are down, let's go. Alright guys, so one of our neighbors actually built up a massive base on the shore, and while I was sitting on the roof, I had a crazy idea. I crafted a parachute and we're gonna see if we can land on their roof. Alright, we can't quite make it from our base, but I think if we start on the hill next to their base, we can do it for sure. Alright, so I just switched out to a P2 kit, and by the time I got back, they actually just left in a minute, and I think they're raiding a base nearby, so this actually might be perfect. You hear that? That's them going back and forth. Hopefully transferring insane amounts of juice. Alright, they just took off. Let's do this. Alright, we made it. Let's go. I think I'm just gonna sit in this corner. That way they don't see me, and as soon as I hear the mini start, I can just pop them. That's them raiding off in the distance. This guy coming up to the roof could be juice with boom. Oh my god, this backpack. Alright, it's not juice, but we still get their mini, which will set them back 750 scrap. GG boys. We didn't get anything crazy from that, but I think that was a pretty high IQ play. So that was cool. Maybe now they'll come raid us. After making that crazy parachute play, I had the brilliant idea to try and parachute onto cargo ship, and this is how that went. No, he saw me. Come on. That would have worked too. Even though I died, that didn't stop me from trying to go back while the cargo ship was docked at harbor. That guy's dead. AK? Oh no, I thought I killed that guy. Okay. This time around, I wasn't able to take control of the cargo, but I decided to try my luck one more time the next time it came around. This time, I would take the Mini I had stolen from my neighbors. Is already someone on here? That's insane. I thought for sure I'd be the first one on here. Holy shit, there's a scrappy coming. I'm so fucked. Holy fuck, there's like 20 of them! There's no way I make it out of here. There's actually like 20 of these guys. Oh my god, bro. What am I supposed to do? Literally nothing I could have done. Yep, I think that's a sign that we are not taking cargo, boys. After that streak of bad luck, I decided to try to go for the locked crate that spawns on the map. In this case, it always dropped at airfield, which was quite a run from my base, but nevertheless, I made the trek to see if I could come out on top. Alright, so I was too late to loot the locked crate, but it sounds like the guy who got it is still in a fight, so maybe we can pick him off. Alright, so I just crouched up to where that fight was, and I don't see or hear anybody. Alright, well, it wasn't locked crate loot, but we got a couple kits, so I'll take it. While that didn't go perfectly, I did make it out alive with some kits, so I decided to go to the next locked crate with the goal of coming out with everything. Alright, so I know there's at least one guy in the tower. It's pretty quiet right now. We are a little bit earlier than last time though. Last time we literally didn't even make it. By the time we were here, the crate was gone. But somehow we still managed to get some action out of it. Let's see if we can do that again and get the crate. Oh shit. Alright, I know there's someone in that tower, so I'm gonna camp in this bush. And hopefully that guy with the MP5 doesn't see me either. There's at least two of them. If I would have shot him, I would have been dead. We let them fight it out, and then we try to clean up. That's the only way you get out of these types of fights as a solo. It's going to be nighttime soon, which will probably work to our advantage. These guys are stuck in a standoff, which is a good thing for me because it's getting darker by the second. We're going to change positions once it's pitch black. This is as dark as it's going to get. This is the riskiest move I'm going to make here, crossing this open field. There we go. There's the crate loot I was looking for. Alright, so I still have the loot on me, but I've been waiting underground to see if I could look for the MP5 when it turned day, because I left that guy's gun. I don't think I'm going to find it though. It's unfortunate. Either way, we made a bag from this. Alright, well boys, we successfully did a locked crate and a half. I'm getting pretty tired, so I think I'm going to just sit AFK in the base and see what happens. Alright guys, so I had my recording stopped while I was AFK, and not long into that I heard some HV rockets being shot at my turrets, so I rushed back to my computer and pressed record. Unfortunately, I missed the HVs, but they were still on my Iceberg when I started recording. Okay guys, I think we're getting raided. I just heard 2 HVs in my headphones. Okay, one of them died here, nice. These are my closest neighbors on land. Oh shit. Okay, it sounds like he's actually leaving now that he knows I'm online. That's kind of crazy to back out of a raid when you find out that the defender is solo. So far, my base had been attacked not once but twice. Both times I wasn't ready for an online. I wouldn't be making that mistake again. This time I waited on the roof and I didn't log out until I got the online that you guys deserve to see. Alright guys, we are about to be raided. I say this because I just got on my computer and there is literally a raid base on the other side of the iceberg, currently in the process of being built. Now I'm not going to interfere, I'm going to let them build up because I really want this to happen. This should be so much fun. I can hear them running around like ants around my base. This is gonna be nuts. Alright boys, this is it. We're getting raided. I don't know how many, but there's gotta be at least 8 of these guys. Shit, that hurt, bro. Oh my god, they're going in so fast. We need to lock in. There we go. One dead. Oh my god. It's 2 dead. Holy shit, I just missed that one. Alright, nice rocket kill. Let's go. Look, I whiffed! Okay, he's dead. My base is wide open. We need to start putting these guys on timers. Oh no, that's not good. This instant is so laggy. I think they're on the shooting floor with me. That's bad. Alright, my bed upstairs is broken, so we had to spawn down here and grab an SKS kit. Hopefully our AKs are still up there in the locker. Alright, this 2 dead. That's good. Another one dead. Alright. Oh no, if they get the turrets, it's GG's.
Can you come down and do your foot shooting club? Sir, I need you to come down here. I want to kill you.
I'm not ready to get.
Oh my god, I think they're all dead. Alright, clearly I was wrong. I need to start sealing. I think they've been out of rockets for a little bit now. Alright, it's now or never, boys. We need to seal. Okay, that was huge. I think we win. Yeah, it's over, boys. Good fight. I want to thank the raiders for actually giving me an online. That is awesome. And I want to thank you guys watching this video for making it this far. I appreciate it so much you don't even know. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video.